Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I am working on some note cards. As you guys know, I love making sets of note cards and using them for gifts or just having them in my stash to grab when I need a quick card. So today we are going to be focusing on the Colorful Seasons bundle. So you can see I've done one here in crushed curry, and we're going to do one in Old Olive. So you could essentially take the Color Theory Designer Series paper stack and create one in all of the different colors within this set. You know I love my Berry Burst, my Dapper Denim, and then you would have a whole set. So let's go ahead and show you how I created this. Like I said, I'm using our Whisper White note cards and envelopes. You get a set of these in the catalog. You get 20 note cards and 20 envelopes, so it is a great value. And these also come in the Very Vanilla, so those are great to have on hand. I am using the Color Theory Designer Series paper stack, as I mentioned, and I'm kind of using the ombre paper here. I've already had this trimmed down to fit our note card. And then I've already pre-cut 2 of the lots of labels framelits, and I'm using the second and third largest out of there. I'm also going to be using the mini chevron ribbon in Old Olive. I have a piece of soft suede, and I have a piece of Old Olive as well. And then our ink pads are going to be soft suede and Old Olive. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. We could start by adhering our piece of Designer Series paper. I'm just going to add a little bit of snail to this. This is just trimmed down 1/4 inch on the note card, so we get a little bit of a border. Okay. I'm going to take my largest label, and I'm going to use my piece of that ribbon. This is probably about, I don't know, 5 inches would be my guess. I have my ruler here. Let me tell you about how big that is. Yeah, it's about 5 1/4. So 5 inches would probably do ya. Alright, so I'm just going to run this down the middle. So I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive. I'm going to take my fast fuse here, and I'm going to put a little notch on each side. I'm going to stick my ribbon in that, and I just want to be sure I'm straight. So I'm going to hold that up and fold that over. Okay. And then we are going to use some dimensionals down the sides to prop this up. So I'm not putting it in the center because I don't want it to affect my ribbon. So I'm going to put a few down the edge. And our Stampin' dimensionals are wonderful. You get 300 in a pack. And I love the thickness of them. You can double them up if you want something very thick. We also have mini in the catalog, so you can find those in my online store. And then we're going to go ahead and layer this right over the top of that one. Okay, so essentially this is going to lay over our card like this. I'm going to now add some more adhesive. Okay. We're going to lay this right in the center. Looks good. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Big Shot, and we are going to die cut a couple things. Oops. So here is my Big Shot, and I have my magnetic platform in there as well as one of the acrylic plates. I'm going to take my piece of soft suede and the branch. It's actually seasonal layer thinlits. It comes in the bundle with the Colorful Seasons stamp set. And we will run this through. Okay, so that's going to give us this lovely branch. Okay, I'm going to take that piece of old olive, and I am going to use one of the flower dies, and I'm going to also run that through. We're going to do one of those. Okay, and then I just have to stamp a couple flowers, and then I can run them through as well. I have a scrap piece of Whisper White here, so I'm going to grab my old olive and get my flower stamp. I'm going to be using the larger one. Let me show you. I don't even think I showed you the stamp set. I'm going to be using this one here, and we're going to ink 2 of those up in the old olive, and we'll run those through the Big Shot as well. Now we can look at our branch and begin to assemble. So I did have my branch kind of hanging off, and then I trimmed it a bit. So I do kind of want it to go up the center. So I'm going to grab my silicone craft mat, and then I'm going to add some fine tip glue about from where this first branch comes off. I like to sometimes take a block and just have that set there for me. Give that a little press. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to put 2 dimensionals onto our stamped flowers. 1 on each. Whoops. And then on the flower that I die cut out of the old olive, I'm actually going to use a glue dot. I'm just going to roll it up. So I'm going to take my scissors here, kind of just pick that up, and I'm going to put that right on the center of my flower, just like that. Okay, so you really can't see it from the front. We are going to add that flower there, and then we're going to put our other old olive flower about there, and I think I'm going to put that one there. We're still going to put a sentiment. So now you can see I'm just going to trim my stem off just a tad, and then we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment. And for this, in this stamp set, you have many to choose from. I was using the Thinking of You. So I have a scrap piece of Whisper White here. Let me grab my Stampin' up there, and I'm going to use the soft suede ink pad. Open that up. And we're going to just stamp that down here. And I'm going to flag both sides, so I'm just going to give myself a little bit of room. So you can flag your sides with your scissors. Let me just trim this off here. Just like this. You cut up the center and then cut in from the corner. Just like that. Or if you happen to have our triple banner punch, you can use that. I have one of our old banner punches as well. If you have that in your collection, you can use that, and that'll just give you a nice flag. And then I am just going to put some regular adhesive down our banner, and we are going to lay that right here. So I kind of want it just under that flower, but you can kind of still see the branches coming out. And then we're going to give our note card a nice crease. And then I like to decorate my envelopes. So I have one of our envelopes here as well for the note card. And I'm going to use the branch from the set. I'm going to grab myself a scrap piece of paper. I'm going to bring in that soft suede once again. And I'm not going to do the whole branch. I'm going to take about that much. And then I'm just going to stamp that here on the corner of my card. And then I have the flowers that we used from the stamp set. So this is the one I die cut in the old olive. And now I'm just going to stamp it in the old olive. So just to make things kind of tie together, we're going to put one of those flowers there. And then one up here. Okay. And that completes our note card. So very quick and simple, doesn't take much, and you can get a lot done by purchasing the note cards. You get 20 in that pack, as well as some designer series paper. I love note cards. What can I say? So if you would like to purchase any of today's products, you can find a full supply list in the description of this video. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to being back with you real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.